Hi everyone, I'm Suneet Bhatt. I am the GM at Crazy Egg, and I'm also on Boulder's advisory board.
My name is David Sudolsky. I'm CEO and founder of Boulder, and I'm here with Suneet today to debunk some myths.
Myth. Phones are even more important for, I think, for customer support, customer success, for sales and support. I think what's happened is everything doesn't need to be a phone call. So as a result, the phone calls are becoming more valuable. You have self-service, you have deflection, you have tier 1 support. You have all these things that customers can do to get quick answers that a phone may have been abused for, which means now the phone is for higher value conversations, more complicated troubleshooting, and as a result, each phone call you get is even more valuable. And the other thing I'd say is, because so many people have shied away from the phone, when you get somebody on the phone, it's so much more meaningful.
Absolutely fact.
I think the idea, I always believe in using multiple metrics. I think no matter what, you should have two metrics, so a quantitative metric and some metric that puts that number in context. So an absolute number in a percent, something like that is always important. So I always believe in multiple metrics. In terms of the metrics that you're looking for, customer satisfaction is a great one. NPS is a good one. There are a lot of explicit metrics that you can use, which are helpful. I think what you also want to do is balance those with the implicit ones, which are a customer may tell you they're happy, but if they're not using your product the way you expect them to use your product, then it's not happiness the way you want to have happiness. So as much as you take the explicit feedback that they give you, and you should ask them and prompt them and understand how they feel about your product, you also just want to look at their behavior. Are they doing the things you want them to do in your product? Have they adopted the features you want them to adopt in your product? Are they coming back as frequently as you want them to with your product? Those are the types of things that I would look at. So it's multiple metrics, multiple types, explicit and implicit behavior.
When I think about this as well, I really look for other indicators. A big one for me is how often are our clients talking about us to other people. So I'm really excited, and I get really pumped when I hear about people reaching out to us because they heard about us from XYZ company. I think, referrals are a huge indicator that we're performing for this company. I also think a really good indicator for us, at least, is just expansion. So obviously, expansion within the company that we're operating with. So if we're working with them in support, and then all of a sudden their marketing team or the sales team or their ops team starts working with us, I think those are really good indicators that we're performing and succeeding for those clients. And so you might want to consider those.
What are the important behaviors that correlate to a successful customer for you? So you start with, this is my product, this is my service. When customer takes these actions, they tend to be healthy. And then you look at those and correlate them to their behavior. For Boulder, it is, if someone has a successful trial or test run with us or beta run with us, then we know that they're going to be successful longer term. So that's why we put a lot of effort into the trial or the test or the experiment for that first month. So we know if they're successful, then they'll stay with us longer term.
So that's all we have for today. Suneet, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
And guys, I really hope that you learned anything from today. And if you did have any actions or some feedback, feel free to like, share, or subscribe. And I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks again.